When I'm here, I keep hearing her little laugh on the other side.
His mom made a Build-A-Bear with her laugh and that on it.
So they made the Build-A-Bear and put her laugh in it?
And gave it to mom, yeah.
So first of all, who passed in this way? Was that your mom that departed?
His mom.
Oh, your mom. So you're off camera. Sir, can you come in? No wonder why your mother was trying to find me. And then also when I'm connecting, there's also a child that's here that departed as well. So
yeah,
first of
my granddaughter.
That was your granddaughter? Was that your granddaughter as well, sir?
Yes.
Okay. So please know your mom is here with that child. And when I'm connecting, I first of all want to connect with your mom, and then I have to bring through the soul as well. Your mother was literally, no wonder why, because when I was here, I kept hearing, I'm looking for my son, I'm looking for my son. And then what's crazy is that your mom, first of all, wants to let you know that she can remember here in this world. So before she died, I know that there were many issues with her head here in the physical world. And she actually tells me that before she died, she's telling me about the fact that she would talk, but it wouldn't make sense.
Well, yeah, that, yeah.
So know that one of the things that I have to tell you is your mom tells me that even though at the end she wasn't making sense and you didn't think that she could understand you or she could understand you or understand what the family was telling her, she tells me, I know that you were there. I know that you were there. And your mom wants to thank you for stepping forward to make decisions for her and for the way that you cared for her here in this world. She said to me that that's not something that you normally do. She says, Matt, my son is not like this. He doesn't like things with medical or things of that nature. But when you stepped forward to be there for your mom and to make decisions for her and her care, she says, that's something that I will never forget about. And she needs you to know that. She says to me, I think this is what I don't understand. I don't think this was just Alzheimer's or dementia. I felt like there had to be either a mini stroke or something that had happened up here. Do you know if she lost oxygen or if there was a problem with her head?
She had an aneurysm.
No wonder why. Because what I'm seeing with her is she shows me like that she knew what was going on, but when she would try to speak or try to talk, it wouldn't come out right. Like she couldn't make sense. So whatever had happened, she says to me, Matt, please let them know that I knew they were there. I knew their names. I knew who they were. I knew everything that was going on around me. She says, but when she keeps talking about not being able to talk, not being able to communicate, when it would come out, it would be completely different.
Mm-hmm.
So your mom wants to validate that for you because she tells me that at the end of her life, you always feel like, I don't really even know if my mom knew that I was there. She said to me, I know, please tell my son. And your granddaughter is also there on the other side as well. But when I'm connecting with this child, I keep feeling like I can't breathe when I'm connecting with her soul. So it's almost like she's suffocated when I'm speaking to her. Is that how she died? She
got her head stuck in a dresser drawer and closed in it.
Because when I'm connecting with her, all I kept hearing was, and then she just passed. So first of all, I have to tell you that she, first of all, tells me I don't want anyone to be blamed for my passing. Because I see that everybody was saying, well, this one should have been watching her. This one should have been keeping an eye on her. She says to me that this was a freak accident and how she had died. And she said to me that first of all, she was reaching in, she was trying to grab something. And that's how she died. It was too far back.
Her passy was in the back of the drawer, and that's what we had thought she was probably reaching in for.
She shows me, she was looking for a toy, it looks like, because when I see her, she shows me her reaching back and looking in, and I see her being wedged. So know that how she actually died was trying to back herself out. She keeps telling me she couldn't back herself out. So first of all, she wants to say that she's sorry for the way that she was found. Because I don't think it was that long that they had found her. It was literally, it looks like 10 minutes to me, because she keeps telling me 10 minutes, 10 minutes.
Her parents were sleeping and her dad just like suddenly woke up and then went over to the bedroom. We didn't know how long.
I see that he was able to get her out. And I see that when I'm connecting that, they tried to revive her, but it was already too late. She says to me that first of all, she wants to thank her family for the way that you all remembered her after her passing. And she says to me, Matt, she says, the one thing that I want to let my family know was that this was just a freak accident that had happened. She had done this many times. She had always shows me that she was up and getting into everything. That's just who she was. She was a playful spirit. And what's so beautiful is this. She wants to thank you for the way that you laid her to rest, because I see that there were all these beautiful things laid in her casket with her. I keep seeing stuffed animals. So did you lay her to rest with the stuffed animal?
She died in February right after Valentine's Day. And that was one of the last times we went shopping. And when we went in the store, she saw this giraffe and got all excited and stuff. And I bought it for her. I actually got a tattoo of the giraffe in honor of her on me.
Oh my God. And did you lay that giraffe with her as well? Later,
No,
rest
I have it, but we did give her other toy stuffed animals that she had.
Perfect. She keeps telling me she's with her stuffed animals in heaven, and it's because you laid it to rest with her. She's bringing that through. She also knows that there were notes that were written to her, because I see little notes that everybody filled out or wrote to her.
We do it for her birthday. We send off, and we always include something we write on it.
I gotta tell you, that little girl is watching over all of you, and you all had a hand in her life and with bringing her up. And she says to me, Matt, I will never forget my family. She says, but the one thing that she wants you to help with is to help her parents here in this world. She says, because Matt, I don't want them to lose the love for one another or to get angry with one another for what had happened. She says, because at the end of the day, she says, my passing wasn't anyone's fault. She says, so as hard as it was, this was just a freak thing that had happened. And you know, she keeps telling me that the dresser was old, like it was an old style dresser. So was it an old dresser that she was in?
It was passed down from her cousin. Maybe that's
what she's talking about. Okay, because she talks about it not being something that you bought. So if it was passed down, that would be the reason why. And she says to me, I don't want anyone to feel guilty. So I don't know if that cousin was feeling guilty over giving the dresser or what it was.
It's her uncle. It was my daughter's brother. That it was his daughters. And so then they were moving and didn't have room for it. And he had asked his sister if he wanted it, because he does feel responsible because he gave the dresser to her.
So here's what she's showing me. Her little soul is coming through and showing me everything from the dresser to her dad, to her mom, to how everybody somehow is feeling responsible, guilty, feeling like it was their fault, feeling like it was someone else's fault, feeling like it was something that could have been done. And she just said to me, Matt, please tell everybody this was a freak accident. That's what it was. It was an accident. And unfortunately, this wasn't something that could have been prevented, because who would have ever thought that somebody would pass this way? So know that she's coming through, because at the end of the day, everyone's looking for an answer and everyone's looking for justice for her. And at the end of the day, the only justice that's here is that her soul is okay on the other side and she's watching over you. What's interesting is this. I keep hearing her laughing when I'm speaking to her. And did someone just wake up in the middle of the night and swear that they heard her laughing or swear that they heard her little voice?
It's just her laugh, it was just contagious. And it was something that I think we all miss about her, is that laugh that we just don't have it anymore.
There's something that's here with that I'm not putting my finger on, because when I'm here, I keep hearing her little laugh on the other side. So that means to me that either you have it on recording or somebody.
I do.
So know that when you have that, that's it. And I'm going to say something that's really weird, okay? But I also see a Build-A-Bear being made in memory of her.
God. Yeah.
So were you thinking of building a Build-A-Bear, or did you make a Build-A-Bear in memory of her?
Her cousin and her were thick as thieves, and his mom made a Build-A-Bear with her laugh and that on it.
So they made the Build-A-Bear and put her laugh in it?
And gave it to Mom, yeah.
That's what it is. You guys gotta know that when souls show me things, I know that they're trying to bring things through for a reason. This is how spirit communicates. I kept hearing this laugh again and again and again. It's the same thing. And then she showed me this Build-A-Bear, like Build-A-Bear workshop. So know that this is how souls communicate. So when they went and recorded her laugh and they put it within a Build-A-Bear and gave it to her mom, know that she saw that in heaven. That's pretty crazy. It's her way of letting you know that she always wants you to remember her as being that little girl that was laughing, that was full of energy, that was so fun. She says, and I want you to know, she says, that I have truly never left your side. She shows me that she wants to thank you for the way that she was dressed up too, because I see her in this beautiful dress when I'm connecting with her. And I actually see her in spirit, still in that dress and twirling around in heaven. She says, that's how I want them to remember me. So thank you for that tattoos. Thank you for the love. She says, and tell my family that I'm always and forever by their side.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to leave you with that.